Hey y'all, it's Margaret.
And Bradley.
With the 2020 pandemic in full swing, the world in lockdown mode, and work life in flux,
We decided to make margaritas out of the limes we were dealt. So we bought a 1973 houseboat in Minnesota with plans to boat it down the Mississippi River to our home in New Orleans.
so grab your life vest and your beverage of choice. We assure you it will be one wild ride.
So we got a nice little Sunday morning in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're right. Making pancakes this morning. Taking advantage that we have shore power so that I can use the stove without having to run the generator and burn gas. So have some pancake mix, and we're using Bisquick. And we didn't want to carry milk with us because milk goes bad so fast. So I got evaporated milk in a can. So we'll see how that turns out. Have eggs, bacon, pancakes, an all-American breakfast, if you will. Gotta get this coffee started. Stat. And then it'll power us and fuel us for our day ahead.
It's a nice little Sunday. Look at this breakfast of champions that Margaret made.
Yeah, there's bananas on top. Have a little syrup action. Banana pancakes with bacon on a Sunday morning.
Yum.
Something's coming over me. You know I'm ready for a good time. And now I'm soaking in the sunshine. No clouds above me, only blue sky. You know I'm ready for a good time, good time. Can you feel the energy? Ooh, something's coming over me. You know.
Someone's working on the boat, as always. What you doing up there?
Hi.
Hi.
Put this bimini top on.
Nice.
So after coming and checking the boat out and thinking about the trip and the 1,700 miles down the river in the sun, there's a couple items that I knew we needed to get prior to the trip and have as part of the trip that were going to be necessities. One of the main items was knowing we wanted to be up here to drive the boat. You got 1,700 miles, you got beautiful views up here. The big thing is it's August and September, especially you get down into Louisiana, Arkansas. It's going to be pretty hot, so I went ahead and ordered a bimini top to come over the top of this, kind of protect us from the sun. Because we're going to have some days where we're up here probably 10 hours a day running. So I had that. I ordered that in advance this summer and had it shipped in. Another one, of course, was an AC unit. It didn't have any AC. Obviously, that's a necessity in August and July in Louisiana in the south. I got a couple barrels for fuel for the lower Mississippi when we're not able to fuel up. But one of the main ones was specifically this bimini top. So I'm going to finally put this bimini top up. Right now the highs are like 77 degrees. It's amazing. So it's not as necessary, and we're only tracking maybe 20-30 miles a day. When we get to 10-hour days in the sun, we're going to need this bimini top. So I'm going to go ahead and get it up so we'll have it. That way when it's needed, it'll be here.
You can hold your cool. You can boogaloo. Tell me, sugar, what's wrong with you? So let me show you how. Let me show you how. Check me out. Let me show you how. You can mash potato. You can Darth Vader. Make damn sure they give you some room. You can pop it like. You can stop and shop. But you're just looking like a fruit on a loom. And you can't dance. You can't dance. No, you can't dance. You can't dance. You say you can't dance. You can't dance. You can't dance. You can't dance. So let me show you how. Let me show you how.
There it is, guys. Alright, so it looks like when they built these stringers, when they rebuilt them, which was a lot of the work being done, those are those cross beams that run vertical with the boat back here that the engine's sitting on. They didn't put any kind of drain from one side to the other. And we had a bad rainstorm the other night. It looks like I took on a bunch of water, and now it's kind of stuck right here on the starboard side between these stringers. They did put an extra pump in here, an extra bilge pump, so I'm going to see if I can't get it over to this side, or I'm going to have to pump it out some other way, but I got to get this water out from this side, so we'll see. Alright, so it turned out to be a little bit easier of a fix than I thought, at least kind of temporary. And a little patch up is that I was able to pull this backup bilge pump off its casing and just place it down over here into this water. So it's pulling a little bit of it out, which is better than nothing, so I'll take it. So this amount of water is fine. It's not a big deal. I pumped out a good little bit, but I just want to see if I can get it out just to see, I guess. I don't know. I just tried a drill pump, which I bought this drill pump really to siphon gasoline when I get in the lower Mississippi and I have to run it from my barrels. But I think the hose is too long. It's too much depth. I figured the pump wasn't going to be able to pull that far. So now I'm going to try to coil it down, keep it in the water, and go old-fashioned style and just kind of suck on the other end of this hose right here. And hopefully create enough suction and pressure, get it back down towards the end of the boat, and get it to roll out that way. We'll see.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Hang on. I'll lose it.
Look at that. Amazing. So good. Now what are you gonna do with it?
So I gotta tell you, the houseboat's right here, and we were really getting ready to go, and I saw several fish hitting right here. I cast it a few times across. I actually caught one from the houseboat and lost it. So we jumped on the kayak just so we could get about 20 feet closer over here, and here we are. We got a nice little bass.
So what are you doing here?
So this is just a little stringer, and I'm gonna see if I can put it through it. Oh, perfect. So I'm just gonna string it through it like this. And then I'll hook. Oh, we need to back up, but I'll hook this as soon as we get out of the. Oh shit! Right here, Margaret. And then what I'll do, I'm just gonna clip it right here to the kayak.
So it stays alive,
Yeah,
right?
So he's fully, I mean, he's in his natural water and everything else, can breathe, etc. He's hooked up so we don't have to lose him, but so we're good. So hopefully we'll put a couple more on there. Have a good dinner.
Oh, just a tiny.
Whatever though. Don't hate. It's 2 in a row, baby. Look at that big hit. We gotta.
Are you gonna keep that?
No, we're gonna toss this one down.
Ooh,
go.
spider.
Hey, Mark.
Hang on, spider.
Make sure here and just let them.
Time to pack up, load out, and get back at it.
But just to give you an idea, so Minnesota stops right there.
Okay.
Okay, so like we should be out of Minnesota tomorrow,
Okay.
unless we Dubuque and then I don't know where Lansing is. But anyway, we should be out of Minnesota in a couple of days. But
Okay.
Wisconsin, on the other hand, Wisconsin.
Y'all, I've got to say, the upper Mississippi River feels completely different than the lower Mississippi River. It feels more like a lake than a river. There are speedboats, pontoons, jet skis, and even homes built right on the edge, overlooking the river, as if they don't need a levee or something. My mind is blown.
We're the 3 best friends that anyone could ever have.
Something that has really stood out to us is the change in scenery from the beginning of the pools to the end of the pools. At the beginning, they are much more narrow, and as you approach the lock and dam at the end of the pool, they become much more expansive and wide, almost like marshland with rolling hills in the background. Pool 1 through 14 is protected by the Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge. You can absolutely feel it too. We feel like we're floating through a magnificent sanctuary, or getting a glimpse of what planet Earth might look like without us around.
Lock 8, pleasure craft headed south.
Lock 8 back, be about a half hour, 45 minutes.
Copy.
It feels like we're becoming one with the river. This seagull pictured here has been following us for some time. It's just extraordinary.
If you want to lock downbound, I suggest you get down here. We got another towboat waiting to go northbound. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait another hour and a half.
En route was slowing down for the timing. We'll be there.
Roger, roger.
Let's get it going.
Gunlock, lock 8, Hey, buddy, I'm going to drag my feet again. I see a little small boat on the end of your wall there. I don't want to get up there on him, so we'll just dragging our feet. Roger, roger, Cap. Sounds good to us. It'll probably be a while for that houseboat gets down here anyways.
so if I get up there now, he's right there over the
Houseboats in or out.
Lock and Dam number 8 is located in Genoa, Wisconsin at mile marker 679.2, which is 18.1 miles from Pettibone Boat Club. The change in elevation between the two pools is 8 feet. I will say it was a stark difference to run into this plant. We were going through this beautiful sanctuary and then it became industrialized so quickly. It was a sharp change in vibe.
Yeah, almost. Okay, it's not. It's just they're so crusty they just grab easy. Like it's not the most looping, right? So Walt, man, come on.